المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم. وقل رب زدني علما. قال الإمام النووي رحمه الله تبارك وتعالى ونفعنا بعلومه في الدارين. قال وعن عائشة رضي الله عنها قالت دخلت علي امرأة ومعها ابنتان لها تسأل فلم تجد عندي شيئا غير تمرة واحدة فأعطيتها إياها فقسمتها بين ابنتيها ولم تأكل منها ثم قامت فخرجت فدخل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم علينا فأخبرته فقال من ابتلي من هذه البنات بشيء فأحسن إليهن كن له سترا من النار متفق عليه. So continuing with this chapter of showing particular kindness and benevolence to the weak and the more vulnerable among them, the young girls. And so in that context, this hadith of Aisha radiallahu anha, she narrates that there was a lady who entered into her house, and she had two young girls with her, and she was asking for something. She was poor. So I had one date. That's it. Can you imagine? In fact, Aisha radiallahu anha says that we saw the hilal, then we saw another hilal, then we saw another hilal. 2 months. There was nothing to eat in the houses, not one house. 9 houses of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So then people asked Ya Aisha, how do you, Ya al-Mu'mineen, how did you live? She said, we lived on the al-aswadain, and the 2 black things. Tamr and dates and water. And it wasn't dates, these the fancy package, the big fat. These were what we call daqal. Daqal are these leftover dates that are dried up. Usually they're full of insects and they're suitable for animals. That's it. That's all they had. So anyway, all she had was one date. That's all that she had. So she gave that one date, which was probably all that she had, and gave it to that woman, and that woman broke it in half and fed one half to one of the daughters and one half to the other daughters. Half a date. And she went hungry. She left. She didn't wait. So then when Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came, then Aisha radiallahu anha, she informed Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that such and such happened. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned that whoever gets, tested and tried with the responsibility of looking after these young girls in this way, then looks after them in the best possible way, as best that they can. So those young girls or those daughters or those girls will be a protection for them from the fire. Allahu Akbar. And in another riwayat which is similar, in this riwayat, Aisha radiallahu anha, again, another lady, maybe it's the same lady, or maybe it's a different incident. In any case, the lady came and she had the 2 daughters, and so Aisha radiallahu anha was well off in those days, so she had 3 dates. So she gave 3 dates to the lady. So one date she gave to the one daughter and one to the other daughter, and then she was about to eat the one, and then the 2 daughters said, hey, we're still hungry, give us. She broke it in half, gave the 2, and then went hungry, and the 2 girls had 1.5 dates. That was it. So then again, Rasulullah was mentioned, that when he came, then she told her that. So Allah Nabi mentioned, Inna Allah qad awjaba laha biha al-jannah aw ataqaha biha min al-nar. So Nabi says that for this act of hers, Allah SWT has made it obligatory for the paradise. Or he might have said that he has emancipated her from the fire of hell. So kindness to the daughters, and also whatever we have, and kindness means the best that you have. And that is excellence. Excellence is that you do the best that you can with the resources that you have. So that's what they did, right? And it also shows the austerity that they were living. And particularly the Ummahat al-Mu'mineen, the houses of the Prophet ﷺ were living in such austerity and such poverty, you know, and they didn't complain and they didn't, you know, seek to better their lot. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala eventually opened up the doors of more world for them thereafter, and that's actually Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that I'm not worried about poverty for you. Man faqru akhsha alaykum. I'm not worried about poverty, that's not my worry. I'm worried for the opposite. I'm worried that the dunya will open up on you. And obviously he was seeing that that was going to take place. That was, and it did. And he said, فَتَنَافَسُوهَا كَمَا تَنَافَسُوا. And you will compete and vie, and, you know, for it like the other people who did previously. فَتُهْلِكُكُمْ كَمَا أَهْلَكَتُمْ. And it will destroy you as it has destroyed those who came previously. And there we have the scenario in front of us, and it's quite clear that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said exactly what was to be, and it's ongoing, ongoing process. It comes up and down, but let us be aware of that. But whatever dunya has given us, let us use it in the charitable means and look after those, even however unfortunate we may think we are. There's always those who are less fortunate. And so we see how Sahaba, even though their lot was need and poverty, they would, you know, first see to the needs of others. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us on their path. Ameen. Ameen wa akhir da'wana. Alhamdulillah.